morning. I'm Cindy Stevens, the Accounts Payable Supervisor, and I wanted to do a little training for the bookkeepers that this is your first year-end closing. I know this can be a little intimidating, but don't panic. We have everything all lined out for you on our year-end cutoff memo that we're going to be talking about a little bit here, and then I have a little training on the computer. I'm going to ask you to follow along as we go through some screens. So please be aware that the first PO deadline is our purchase order cutoff, which is April 30th. Now, for the new bookkeepers, I'm saying this to you that this is a time right now that you need to be running your budget report to see how much funds you have remaining to spend. You need to be meeting with your administrator so they know exactly what they have left. Another exercise you need to do is you need to be running your open PO report. Look at your blanket purchase orders. Have you too much money left at the end of the year? If you do, we can free up that money for you, which will add to your bottom line on what you have available. So I'm going to show you in a minute how to run that open PO report and how to go through it and really understand what you're looking at. Really the unknown right now is your substitutes. That is a variable, and if you can kind of base it on some previous years, I wouldn't say last year, but some previous years' expenses, kind of what you're doing kind of currently. Leave enough money in there to cover that, of course, and then you have a little bit, I think 5% you can roll forward this year. But believe me, we want you to spend your money that you have available, and we will try to work with you and help you through that. So when you run into any questions, please call us and we'll help you. The next cutoff is the purchasing card. We are in the middle of converting the remainder of the schools over to Wells Fargo. So the Bank of America cutoff is a little bit sooner. The Wells Fargo is June 14. So whichever one you're using, it's either May 14 or June 14. You'll still be able to use your credit card for approved expenses. And then travel, not doing a lot of that, but you can continue your travel for your trainings as needed. The next one is warehouse on May 28th. Now I will say to you new bookkeepers that if there's something in the warehouse that you're planning to buy, I would advise you to go ahead now and buy it, because people are going to be depleting the inventory in the warehouse. Warehouse also has to do an inventory, so they are going to not keep as much inventory in the warehouse right now because they're going to have to count it if they do. So get your orders in with the warehouse as soon as possible, or they're not going to have any stock. Petty cash, we're just about done with petty cash. Your in-house, all of your travel needs to be in here by June the 10th. And bookkeepers, that's for your travel as well. The ones when you go to the bank every day or run errands or whatever. So get everything in here by June the 10th. That way we can get it processed before year end. All of your in-house has to be in here by June 10th. If you owe any other departments any money, get all that straightened out. Your internal account reimbursements, if you have any of that, get that in here by June 17th. Department to department billing for those departments that do that. IMC, transportation, food service, get all those done by June 17th. And requests for special checks, same thing, June 17th. Budget amendments, they're letting you go through all the way until June 30th for that this year. So make sure you review all of your budget reports, get all of those done and complete. We will close all of your annual purchase orders. All of your blankets that you've done to your copiers, your lawn maintenance, all of that stuff, we will automatically close those. But what we ask you to do is to go through all of your open POs, because our goal is to roll only what is extremely urgent into next year. But we want you to get all of your orders delivered and invoiced, and then the invoices help us get those invoices in our office so we can get it paid either on June 30th or when I do my cleanup run, which will be I think the invoices are due in here on July 14th. And I'm going to do my check run on July 15th. So help us do that. Now, bear in mind, June is a short month because we're on the 4-day work week. So really there's not a whole lot of work days when you consider the, we're missing those Fridays. So just help us as much as you can. Okay, so now I'm going to revert over to the computer and show you some things on there. All right, thank you.
Okay, I'm going to get logged on here, and I'm going to show you a few things on terms that you will be using as we start this. All right, so this is my request card here for how I teach you in my class how to run your OpenPO report. So if you will set this report up just like this, and the only thing you'll need to change is your printer destination. You'll need to change your request to be your facility, and you want a Y under the E for encumbrance, and then run that. So I recently have run this one, so I'm just going to run this one again for this school. Press F11 to run it. Oh, I ran it to the print, sorry. Okay, I'm going to take out that. Okay, I'm going to do F11 to run it so I can show you what it looks like on the screen. To display. Okay, all right, so this is the report that you will get, and this will show you, this will show you the name of the vendor and how much has been paid and how much is currently open on this. Okay, so here we are in April. So we, like on this copier, we probably have April, May, and June's bill to pay. So this looks very reasonable to me. Another OpenPO is from Dell. Now this is not a blanket. This is actually for product. And the bookkeeper has told us that she's received everything on there, but we've only paid $12.75, so there's something still open on here. So at this time you would want to go look at this PO, see what is on back order, and number one, are you going to get it? If you are, fine, put a little fire under them, because this has been something that's been going on since July, and get that product in here so we can get it paid. You can get it received and we can get it paid. Okay, if this is on back order and you're not going to get it, discontinued or whatever, this is the time you want to email the accounts payable person that pays the D and tell them to please cancel the balance on there, that the product is no longer available. Okay, so that's the exercise you want to do with all of these. Okay, right now I see right here on ACE Education, this is a PO from February. It was a $94 PO. We paid $93, so I'm sure this was just a price adjustment that should have been canceled. Now, yes, we don't catch them all, but by you running this report, you can bring it to our attention. So you'll email the lady that pays the A's in our department, and they'll cancel that balance for you. You'll find some of these as well. This may be the case with NASCO. I'm not sure, but when you look at the PO, you can tell. So let's just look at this PO, 513542. All right, so I'm going to get out of here. 513542. Okay, so this is NASCO. So we've paid one, paid, Okay, there is something on back order here. Okay, so at this time you want to contact NASCO. Are they shipping it? Is it available? Has it been discontinued? Another item there. Well, you say you've received it. Okay, this one's been received. Was the other one received? Nope. Okay, so this one's been received, but we've just not yet paid it. So let's make sure the invoice is on its way. So follow this along. So this is really the exercise that we want to do as we're working with our open PO report. Now, I have been looking at this report for some of the schools and have noticed that on the blanket purchase orders, you have, you know, $3,000 or $4,000 still open on something, and that's way too much money. But by us being able to reduce that, that'll free up your money. Okay, here's another example. Here's Canon. Here's a blanket purchase order to Canon. If this is for copiers, it's not a I don't see it was a blanket, but it could have got by without a blanket. So here we are at the end of the year. We've only paid $800 on this $3,200 purchase order. So this is way too much money to have open on here. So we could free up some of that money for the bookkeeper if she chooses. Let's look at that PO. 513,545. $545. Yes. Okay. So, you know, so be looking at this. This seems a little. We've reduced it once already. But maybe not enough. I'm not sure, but on our copiers, Pam Haney is our copy queen. So reach out to Pam on your copiers if you think you need to adjust, take some money off. Get her blessings on it. That's what we do. And then if you guys are in agreement, we can easily take the money off. But be working with your open PO report like that. Now, like I said, don't panic, but we do want to get all of these solved, and so that we don't have to roll forward anything. That's our goal, is to not have to roll forward anything. If there's something important that or you really need, then that's another issue. But again, we're here to help you in any way we can. Call us. Don't get stumped on anything. Get frustrated. Call us, and we will help you work through these situations. But this is an excellent report to get real familiar with and run continuously. During the month of June, I will actually be printing this out for you and writing on it, sending you reminders and everything through the courier as well. But like I said, we're here to help you. Don't panic. We're going to get through it. And if you have any questions, please reach out to our department.
All right. Okay. So I'm hoping you followed along on the Open PO report and understand it a little bit better now. I would also encourage you, in addition to that, be running your F510 report. Look at how much money your maintenance work orders are running you. How much your OPS contracts are running you. Make sure you're getting all of that balanced and that you don't have any negatives, because you're going to need money to clear all those up. Again, our goal is for you to spend your budget money, because if you have more than the 5% left over, the district removes that from your budget. So we want you to get what you need. We want you to know exactly what's available to you at all times, and by running that 510 report, that's a really good one. Okay, so again, if you have any questions, even if it's not our area, reach out to our department, and we can guide you on who to call for what, and but we'll help you in any way we can. All right, happy closing. Bye.